Hey everyone, welcome to Coding Simplified, and today we'll see a very important topic in Java. So basically we'll see that how we can sort the array of objects. So if you see that in Java we have the mainly two types. One is the primitive type and one is the object type. Now let's say if I need to sort the array of primitives. So primitive means that it can be integer, long, character, then it can be double, float, short, byte. So if we have the array of primitive, so in this case we can just call the arrays dot sort, right? So we have this arrays class, and if you call on this arrays dot sort and you just give the primitive type array, and then it will sort, because here the point is we have all the values. So on the basis of the values it will sort. So what happens that internally it uses the quicksort algorithm and it uses the double pivot quicksort algorithm, and according to that it sort the array, right? Now the point is that here it was the primitive array, and in that array we had the value. So we know that on which value or on which basis I need to sort. I need to sort based on the value. But the point is, let's say if I have the object. Now object can have different variables. So on which value I should sort. So that we need to define, right? So basically what happens, let's take one basic case. So here I have class employee, and in this employee I have three variables. One variable is age, another variable is salary, and third variable is name, right? So I have three variables: name, salary, and age. So this is my constructor where I basically, whenever I create a new array, whenever I create a new employee, so it basically assigns all the values into that. And now I have some getter functions. So getter functions are again the standard one: get name, get age, and get salary, right? So I have defined the employee array of three employee. It means this array can contain the three employee. And now I am assigning the values. So first of all, for this all employee 0, it is creating a new employee where I am passing the name as Sachin, and this is age 45, and this is salary 25,000. Now I have created the another employee, this one, and there is another employee, this one. So basically this is the name, this is age, and this is salary. So it means you have initialized all these three employee, and then you have this array as well, right? So it means you have the array of employee object. Now point is that let's say if I am doing arrays.sort and then all employee. So it means what is happening? Now you are sorting on the object. Here you are sorting on the primitive type. So there it was the primitive type, but here we have the object. So point is arrays.sort says that if you are putting here object, so that object should basically implement the comparable interface. And if it is implementing, then only you can sort this particular object. Now the point is that when you will implement the comparable interface, then you will decide that on which value I should sort, because here we see that we have the three values. We have the name, we have the age, we have the salary, right? So let's say if I decided that I will always sort based on the age. So first of all, I will implement the comparable interface, because arrays.sort says that if you are implementing the comparable interface, then only I will sort this particular object. So that object should implement the comparable interface. So now this is the comparable interface, and now here I am calling that which thing I want to compare. So here I want to compare the employee, right? Now if you are, whenever you implement this one, so this comparable has a method which you need to implement. So here if you see here, we have a method array compare to. So what it does, here basically we put that on which basis you want to compare, because the point is that you have implemented the comparable, but if you haven't decided that on which value I want the sorting, so here you decided on which value you want to sort. So here I have decided that I want to sort based on the age, right? So what will happen, that this employee, so it means whenever you are comparing any two employee, this means it is comparing with the current object, and the employee means, let's say if there is another employee to which it is comparing. So now I am saying that I want to compare based on the age, this dot age minus employee dot age. So whenever you do this, so it means it is sorting based on the increasing manner, ascending manner, right? So this is how we need to override the function whenever I am implementing the comparable interface. So what will happen? Now let me show you via the debug so that we can get it better. Now first of all, because this is a array, so let's see this also. Now it will apply the algorithm arrays.sort, and after that it will print all the values. So now if you see that it basically sorted this array. So here you can see 1, 7, 14 and 80, right? And after that, this is just, and now we are creating the all the employee array. So here after that we are adding the values here, and then I'm calling the array.sort. So what will happen, that whenever I'm calling array.sort, so it will basically sort based on the age. So just complete that, and then you will see, then print all the elements. So here we have the 3 elements. So you can see that now this value, this 30, this Kohli value will be appearing first, because now I'm sorting based on the age. So here you can see first it is printing 34, then 40, then 45, right? Now let's say if you wanted to solve based on the decreasing age, so in this case what you can do, in this, if you want this case, so you need to just reverse this one. So here rather than this employee age, you can just call here employee age minus this dot age. So if you do this, then it will basically solve based on the descending manner. So first of all, then Sachin will appear first, then Dhoni, then Kohli, right? So this is the way, so that we can basically sort the object based on the comparable interface, right? So it means what we need to do that whenever you are applying the sort on a particular object, that particular object should implement the comparable interface, and then decide, and then override the compare to method, and then decide that on which value you want to sort. Like here we sorted based on the age. Now the point is that let's say later some condition changes, and you say that it's not that default sorting should always be age. Let's say if I want to sort based on the salary, or if I want to sort based on the name, so there should be some criteria so that I can, on runtime I can change, right? Or like let's say we have a UI and where we have all the drop downs. Now whenever I'm clicking on the sorting on the age, so then it is sorting based on the age, or if I'm clicking based on the salary, then it is giving me output based on the salary. So for that we have a concept of comparator. So in comparator what we do, that here we have the like arrays.sort. So if we are giving this one, then it means this object should implement the comparable method. But if you are not giving this one, so here we have the option as well. We have one more option here where we can give the comparator, that what is your comparator, and here we can decide that what is our comparator. So if you see here, that here I have defined the age comparator. So here I have the class age comparator, which is implementing the comparator. So basically this age comparator, whatever comparator you are defining, you need to implement the comparator interface. And then here also you give that which you are comparing. So here I am comparing the employee, right? And then you need to override a function compare. So if you see here, when you are implementing the comparable, then you need to override the compare to. But here you need to implement compare, and in that what you give, you basically would give two values. One is you have the employee 1, and then you have employee 2. Now the point is on which value you want to compare. So here I want to compare based on the age. So what I say that employment.get age minus employee2.get age. So this will basically give me the age of the first employee, and this will give me the age of second employee. And then because we are sorting on the ascending manner, so it is employee 1 minus employee 2. If you want to sort based on the descending manner, then you can do employee 2 minus employee 1, right? So this was the age comparator. Similarly, I will also define the salary comparator. So in salary comparator, what we'll do, all the things will remain same, but this thing will change. So now I want to compare based on the salary. So I'll fetch the salary of the employee 1 minus salary of the employee 2. And similarly, I have the name comparator. So in name comparator, what we do? So here I say that now you need to say employee 1 dot get name dot compare to dot get name, because the point is that here we have the direct value. So we can directly say this one, employee 1 dot get salary minus employee 2 dot get salary. But we cannot do this thing with the string, because string is object, right? And string object basically implements the comparable interface. So that is why we can directly call employee.getName.compare to employee2.getName, right? So by this what will happen? It will basically compare based on the name, right? So once you define all the comparator, then what you can do, if you see here what I'm doing, first of all I'm sorting based on the age comparator. Here I'm sorting based on the salary comparator, and here I'm sorting based on the name comparator, and then I'm printing all the values. So this is just for explanation that whether we are getting the correct value or not, right? So this is what we need to give. In arrays.sort we have the two type. One type is that you just give this object name here, that what is your array, and whatever the array you have, then you implement. If you are giving only single thing here, then you need to employ the comparable interface. But if you are giving two argument, it means this first is the array and second is a comparator. It means then based on this comparator, then it will print the value, it will sort the value. So what will happen now if you run the complete program again? So you will see this was the array sorting. Now this was the age sorting using the comparable, and now we have the comparator. So this is a comparator based on the age. So you can see that here we are sorting based on the age, first 34, 40, then 45, and now we are sorting based on the salary parameter. So you can see we are sorting based on the increasing salary. So first of all we have the 25,000, then 30,000, then 35,000, and at last we are comparing based on the name. So first of all, because this is D, so it is Dhoni, then Kohli, then Sachin, right? So this is a way of sorting the array objects. Now we have two ways. Either we can use via the comparable or we can use via the comparator. So we checked that how we can sort the array of object. Now on the same note we can also sort the list of object. So in list what we do, like here if you see, first of all I have created a empty list. Now in this list I am adding all the employee. So that's like same way I added the 3 employee there in the array, and similarly here also I am adding the 3 employee. So here also exactly we have the same thing. It's just that if you want to sort the list, so you apply the collections, because list is a collection, right? So you say collections.sort. There you are using the array, so you are applying the arrays.sort. But here you have the collection, so you are applying collections.sort. That if you are just giving one argument here, it means this employee should implement the comparable interface, right? But let's say if you are giving the 2 arguments, so here you can give the comparator like you were giving in the arrays, and all the things remain will same. Here you will give the age comparator, here you will give the salary comparator, and here you will give the name comparator. So if you see the output of this one, how it is happening, this is the first default one where it is comparing using the comparable interface. So you can see via age we are comparing 34, 40, and 45. Then this was using the age comparator. So using the age comparator, it will sorting based on the age 34, 40, and 45. Then this was the sorting on the salary. So you can see first 25,000, then 30,000, then 35,000, and then it is sorting based on the name. So here you can see we have Dhoni, Kohli, and Sachin, right? So these are the ways so that we can sort any object. So mainly if you see, whenever you want to compare any object, we need to do 2 things. First of all, you can basically compare using the comparable, and you can compare using the comparator. Now the point is that where you should use the comparable and where you should use the comparator. So the thing is that if you are sure that whenever you are comparing any object, then you always compare on the particular thing. Like let's say if you decided that I will always compare using the age, or let's say I will always compare using the name, then in this case you can use the comparable interface, because you are sure that you will not change the code, you will always sort based on this particular point. But let's say if in your system we have different sorting algorithm or different sorting point, like whether I want to sort based on the salary, or some case I want to sort based on the age or name, then in this case it is always ideal that you should have different comparator, so that according to your requirement you can put the comparator there, right? Now the point is, again, like here we are using the Java 7 syntaxes. If you want to solve it using Java 8 syntaxes, then again we can use the lambda function and all that thing, but that is out of scope of this video, that we can see later, right? So that's it guys about this video, and if you have any doubts then please write in the comment section and I will try to explain that. So, and I will also put the source code into description section, so if you want then you can also get it from there. So that's it, and if you have liked the video then please like it and subscribe the channel for more such videos. Thank you.